Hey guys, this is Nintendo Capri Sun, and this is the Stanley Parable. Begin. I'm on a Steam kick lately, so you might be starting to see more of these. It's not necessarily a Let's Play, because I don't want to spoil everything. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of buying the game. But this is an interesting game. I can't remember where it is that I saw it. Pretty sure it was on one of Proton John's streams, but either way, I thought this was worth showing. Now, I'm going to have to be quiet for this because of the way that this game actually plays. And you'll understand once we get into it. So, just be patient and hold your horses now and all that gobbledygook.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the
I totally called this zoom out here the first time I played.
Very made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
It took him an hour to realize that?
Even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we are. You are given control. So, basically, I'm not sure how to explain this game. I think I should just go with it and maybe it'll start to make sense as I play it. Interesting thing about the number 427, if you've seen the movie The Wizard, that's Jimmy's number in the contest at the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. Now, you don't really have a cursor on the screen to where you can see like what you're actually like touching or anything like that, so you kind of have to guesstimate a little bit to interact with stuff. So,
no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Nope. I didn't believe so. Let me read these papers. Can I like copy my butt on the copying machine? Nope. It's a nice plant.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Of course not. 437. I love these windows. Like, it looks like there's supposed to be something outside, but that would probably just really wreck your computer to have that much detail. Be my Valentine, is that what that cup says? It's a yellow telephone. Boy, you don't see those anymore. Those rotary telephones. Am I standing on the chair? I went up a little bit there. There's nothing much to do here. There's another room over there. There's another copying machine. I could go copy my butt in there. I don't think I ever actually went in there before. It's 420. Should we go blaze it? She got the plant right there, you know. Anyway. If this were Silent LP without commentary, that would have been the funniest part right there, was me going back and forth between those two. Another computer's on right here. Turn that one off. F you. What does the rest of that cup say? Can't see. Looks like it's just F you. Maybe it's fun. I don't know. What the heck happened around here? I wonder if the clock actually advances. Like, it's 11:27. I want to see if it goes to 11:28. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. The minute hand is actually moving. In real life, the clocks do that too, but holy crap. I don't know if that's my imagination, but I think the minute hand is moving. It is, because it's 11:28 now. Just never mind. Oh my god. It's in the box over here. I'm mugging a phone. Somebody quit. Oh, somebody spilled over here. That cup says EL on it. Wait. So, the other one said FU. This one says EL. As if they had fuel in them. Is fuel? Is that what that cup says then? I hate Mondays, yeah. We sure are taking our sweet time, aren't we? Oh, nice picture there. Man, I'd sleep there. Some more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. There's another plant in there, another computer's on. I'm tempted to, like, stick something up on my monitor right in the middle so I can see what I'm pointing at, but... You know, maybe that's something you could do. There is something on my monitor, like a bug or something, a piece of a dead bug. I don't know what that is.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Apparently the slideshow is still running here. I don't know where that's... No, it's coming from up there. Yeah, this meeting room is just like... There's all kinds of stuff to look at in here. But then there's like the slideshow too, so it's like... You almost don't want to look away from the slideshow for fear of missing something. All this other stuff you can look at if you want, but it's always going to be there. The slideshow is like... You know, something where you have to like keep an eye on. I mean, that's not a big deal if you miss a frame, I don't know. Still... Just... Can't help but be taken in by the realism of this game. Just... It's like just realistic enough that you get... That it's convincing, I guess, but... At the same time, it's ever so convoluted in a way. I mean, I guess the thing that's convoluted about it, though, is the narration, mostly. And yet that's the one part of it that's like, that you know isn't really there. So, what am I even trying to say? I don't even know. I should just get out of here,
Stanley
I guess.
just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Jeez. How many times am I going to do that? I'm going to go after he says something, you know. Good lord. Work harder, hard worker. I don't know, man. Some of these people who work here have got some problems, it seems like. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. White. 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 Wheat. 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 White. 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 Wheat. 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 Anybody remember those commercials? For the white wheat bread? Where they have the 2 loaves of bread coming together like trains and they crash into each other. And so they kind of combine into one as like white wheat bread. Advertisingception or something. Who moved my desk? My god. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Oh boy. Ha ha ha. Well. Monetized, free to play, I don't know. You can get this game on Steam currently. I think I got it for like $6.99. But I think regularly it's more like $10.99 or $11 or something. Oh god. I have to expect to see a dead body in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I just stay in here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Jeez.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I want to sleep
You
here.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Nope. It's got duct tape though, man. You do anything with...
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Man, oh man. So can you kind of see
Stanley
now...
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god. This is too much.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh. Well, I don't know who that Nintendo Capri Sun guy was, but they just dragged his dead body away from the computer. I guess he died while playing this game, so now I'm here. Don't ask why I have the same exact voice as he does.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Nope, I guess not.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Wait a minute.
office.
This was blocked. Never mind. There's another window. There's a door here. No, upstairs. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Executive bathroom. Now, this is my kind of room. Here we go. Wait, I can't go in the bathroom? I want to go in the bathroom, man. I gotta pee. I gotta take a dump. Alright, fine. It doesn't matter if I have to take a dump, whatever. This is kind of creepy. I don't know if I'd want to work in here. I wouldn't even want to live in here. Well,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nope. I don't know the key code, so I can't enter it. Too bad. Oh, hey, I see a cursor on the screen now. When did that happen? Maybe I right-clicked.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. 2845.
Oh, jeez. Any books on the shelf? Any movies? I think I see Deja Vu in here somewhere.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
He was about to say something there.
Along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, I think he was about to say something there, but I don't know. That happened last time, too. It's like, for God's sake, no, whatever. I just like looking around. Excuse me if I go slow here. Probably getting pretty close to, like, 20 minutes already. Well, it's an elevator. Oh man, that sounds foreboding. So our coworkers are nowhere to be seen. Our boss is nowhere to be seen. It seems like we're the only one left alive on the planet. And now we're going to explore our boss's secret territory. You do the same thing. Don't even tell me you would.
Into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Guess not. Now, if you wait around, you know, sometimes you can, like, wait around to see if the narrator will say something else, like something funny, about the fact that you're not moving. But you don't have to give him very long. Like, if he doesn't say anything after, like, 5 seconds, then nothing's gonna happen, so... It's getting a little creepy in here. Nice lighting. Wait a minute, hey, guess what? I don't have a shadow. I really am dead, aren't I? I don't have a shadow, man. Yeah, okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well... Okay, fine. We'll do this right the first time. Even though we did do that whole Broom Closet thing. That was so that I could replace Nintendo Capri Sun, though, who was playing earlier. Nothing much to be seen here. It's a button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Every episode of Glee?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Jeez, is Magneto gonna show up here in a second? Or worse yet, the Architect? Gonna prattle on about human emotion and how pointless it is. Can't turn any of these on. I hate Mondays again. Get a button over here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Hey,
the
wait,
number
one of them was
of an
fired.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Jeez. Hey, wait a minute, those two monitors have the same thing. Oh, those three monitors have the same thing. If you look, like, on the very far right, fourth from the bottom, you can see that same image in the middle, and then on the far left. Yeah, see? I didn't realize that they repeated like that. Maybe they don't always. Well, okay, well, my number was 427, right? Let's see if there's anything going on my screen. Yeah, that's my office, alright. But, nothing much there. No. Oh well. Let's move on. Alright. Hey, is this the door? Did this open the bathroom? That looks like a men's room symbol.
Control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
There's a weird sort of irony in the fact that in Stanley's quest for freedom, the only way he can attain it is by relinquishing his freedom throughout the course of the actual game itself.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life...
Man, he's going crazy. He's like a Star Fox narrator. He's like, a new Star Fox team headed by Fox McCloud to save Cornelia.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I never realized you could push those buttons before. I'm just looking around to see if GLaDOS is going to show up in here. Because this kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I never went up here. What could this be? Oh, it was number 4. Huh. Okay. I'm sure that's probably, like, unlocks another one of the endings if you do something in here just right. Like, press the buttons all in order or something. I don't know. I've only played this, like, for a couple hours, and I found a few endings, I guess you could say. But, wow. Wait a minute, which way did I come in? I was over there, wasn't I? Oh, jeez. What the heck, man? That room with the TV screens is creepy enough. Man, I've heard of widescreen, but what is that, 2480 by 512?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
What if I don't? What if I turn it on instead? Which one should I do? Or should I pull a find out next time on you guys?